G'day ladies and gentlemen, ScottyD here from the Australia's Tabletop Wargaming Network, and welcome into the next installment in our South Pacific ITC Snapshots for the 2024-25 ITC season. Basically what we do in these snapshots is we look at the current top 10 in the South Pacific region, as well as the events that have occurred. We look at some of the top ranked teams, the players for all the top ranked factions, as well as the events you could potentially attend in the future as well to attain some more of those ITC points as well, to keep you guys up to date on where you can get them as well, which is super important as we head into the second half of this season, where we're going to be having a lot of big events coming up, and I'm excited to jump into today's information for you guys. But before we do so, I want to thank everyone who has been watching our videos on YouTube or joining us live when we have done tournament coverage as well. It is really helping to get us towards community monetization, and we are not far from hitting YouTube partnership either as well, with just a little bit more on top of what we got so far, which is absolutely phenomenal. And it's all because of you guys watching our content, subscribing to the channel, liking our videos, commenting, getting the word out of the work that we are doing here at the network to more people who are able to enjoy the content that we create. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's jump into the May snapshot for the ITC South Pacific rankings. So for the top 10 of the players that we have got currently, we've got Jordan McGregor coming in first place with 930.74 points. All of these players, except for a few, have got 6 out of 6 events. The others have got 5 out of 6 as well, and we'll note the ones that do have 5 out of 6 events. In second place, we've got Dan Sherry coming in with 806.29 points. Then we've got Igor Callanan coming in third place with 790 points and only 5 out of 6 events played. He did play a Capital Clash on the weekend just gone that we did cover as well, so we may see a bump up in his score there as well. Then in fourth place, we've got Nate Mail from South Australia coming in with 780.96 points. Fifth place is Ben Wan, also from South Australia, coming in with 747.03 points. In at sixth place, we've got Kyle Murray coming in with 725 points with 5 out of 6 events played. In at seventh place, we've got Greg McGinnity on 722 points with 5 out of 6 events played. In eighth place, we've got Josh Hines coming with 691.26 points with 5 out of 6 events played. Then in ninth place, we've got Daniel Gash Jones coming in with 689.1 points. Now, he did play a Capital Clash on the weekend as well, so his score might change depending on his other scores, depending on how well he placed over the weekend. And then in 10th place to round out the top 10 is Chris O'Neill from Northern Territory, coming in with 683.17 points with only 5 out of 6 events played as well, which is truly a phenomenal score to have after only 5 out of 6 events, which is absolutely phenomenal. Great work to all of you guys in the top 10. You're absolutely killing it so far this season, and I am absolutely excited to see who continues their streak in getting into those top 10s in the months to come as well. Next up, we've got the top 5 teams, and first up, still holding first place, is the Down Under 40k Factory team, coming in with 1782.99 points. Then we have got Lost in the Mail is now coming in second from South Australia, coming in with 1708.35 points. Then third place to round out top 3 is Chad Mech, coming in at 1636 points with 10 out of 10 events. All of these teams have got 10 out of 10 events as well. Then in fourth place, you got the Power Stances, which is sitting on 1568.17 points. Then in fifth place is Ethos, which kind of ranges from Queensland and New South Wales predominantly, sitting on 1563.69 points. So not too far behind the Power Stances there, and kind of those bottom two are neck and neck, and then Chad Mech's got a little bit of a lead on top, and then there's a little bit of a jump to the Lost in Mail team. But awesome work to see these teams doing so well so far into the season, and I'm excited to see how the teams meta also continues to contribute as we go further into the season as well. Now, next up, we do come to the top factions for each of the factions in the game, the top player in every faction. So let's jump in. In first place for Adeptus Sororitas is Jordan McGregor, sitting on 688 points with 4 out of 4 events. In Adeptus Astartes is Arian Fanian, coming in at 478 points with 4 out of 4 events. Then we've got in Adeptus Custodes is Nathan Stern coming in 559 points with 4 out of 4 events as well. Adeptus Mechanicus is Nick Jackson coming in with 147.56 points and only 2 events played, so it looks like AdMech is a bit of a low-hanging fruit at the moment. If you're wanting to jump into the season now and get some solid scores, AdMech might be a faction that you want to play to be able to enable you at having a shot at coming first in a faction this season. Then we've got Eldari, which is Brenton Weiss, coming in first with 740.39 points with 4 out of 4 events. Next up, we've got Asham Eltarum, which is Michael Higgs, coming in with 339.94 points and 4 out of 4 events. Asiani is Cal McKinney, coming in with 121.16 points and only 1 event. I believe all the players are swapped over to using Eldari for scoring now, so we may remove that ranking going forward. Then we've got for Blood Angel is Daniel Gash Jones, coming in with 527 points on that one with 4 out of 4 events. Chaos Demons is Cat Trackers, coming in at 198.99 points with only 2 events played. So if you're a Demons player out there, I know there's a few really good Demons players in New South Wales. Get some ITC events, chase that top in faction. You can definitely start swinging at that one for sure. Chaos Knights is Josh Pope, who is coming in first place there with 418 points with only 2 events as well, but 2 really good scores also, which is phenomenal to see. Chaos Space Marines is Jordan Palmer Young from New South Wales on 350.61 points. Dark Angels is Chris Gardner on 416 points. Death Guard is Peter Hatcliffe on 489.62 points. Death Watch is Daniel Doom on 108.54 points with only 2 out of 4 events played. So maybe I should be jumping into some ITC events and playing some Death Watch to get some points under the belt for those guys at some point soon. I'm hoping to do so. Then we've got Drakari, which is Chris Wright on 470.45 points with only 3 out of 4 events played, but he did play on the weekend, so it does mean that his score is going to jump up again. Then we've got Gene Stiller-Colts, which is still being held by Taylor Hill on 392.92 points and 3 out of 4 events. Grey Knights is Dan Sherry, coming in at 604.44 points on the Grey Knights. Absolutely awesome to see, Dan. Then Imperial Knights, we've got Pat Spooner, who is sitting on 402.09 points. Leagues of Votan is Marcus Butler on 480.23 points. Necrons is Igor Kalanin on 660 points. Orcs is Mark Karana, sitting on 438.47 points. Space Wolves is Jaden Whitehair on 266 points. Tau Empire is Amon Pate on 473 points. Thousand Suns is Michael House, sitting on 496.93 points with 3 out of 4 events. Tyranids is Josh Hines, sitting on 610.32 points. And then World Eaters is Alex Smith on 119.32 points with only 1 event played. I know Nathan Princey from New South Wales has jumped over to World Eaters, so he is potentially going to be gunning for top spot of World Eaters in this coming rest of the season. And then Yunari is Matthew O'Connor, sitting on 38.5 points with only 1 event as well. So congratulations to all of the players who have secured top spots of your factions. Really well done, and I love recognizing the work that you guys are putting in on your factions to come first place at these kind of marker points throughout the season as well. Now we're going to jump into looking at some of the tournaments that have occurred during the back end of April and in May. So first up, we've got the Mate Hammer 40k GT that happened in Maitland, New South Wales on the 27th and 28th of April. I had 19 players in attendance. Igor Kalanin came first with Necrons going 5-0. Chris Wright coming in second with Drakari going 4-1, and then Jack Blanche coming in third going 4-1 with Necrons as well. All 3 great players, know what they're doing. 2 Necron players being up there, not too surprising at that stage in the metagame, but great to see Chris Wright piloting Drakari really well, and only losing 1 of his games is absolutely stellar. Next up, we've got the Game Center monthly RTT in April at Smeaton Grange in New South Wales, 27th of April, with 6 players in attendance. Dan Sherry came in first place with Grey Knights going 3-0. Sam Ison from the Pantheon with Chaos Knights going 2-1 in second place, and then Ben Amos coming in third going 2-1 with Eldari. Great to see some faction diversity up on the top there as well. Then we've got the Gladiator Gaming May Team teams tournament. This happened in Loganholme, Queensland on the 4th and 5th of May with 16 teams of 5 players in attendance. The first place team was the Horsemen, going 5 wins, no draws, no losses. They were captained by Eric Lathuris on Tyranids, Brian Lakeland, and I have misspelt Brian on screen, but my apologies, Brian, going in with Drakari, Dave Kerr on Black Templars, Nick Argent on World Eaters, and Steve Wade on Eldari. Congratulations, guys, going 5-0 in a teams event. Absolutely stellar work. Second place was 2 bald guys, 2 dads, and a Frenchman, going 4 wins and 1 loss. These guys were captained by Jacob Warren on Orcs. Alex Terrison was playing Adeptus Sororitas. You had Corey Papanini on 1,000 Suns, Michael Mentes on Eldari, and Simon Gojkovic on Drakari. Then in third place is the Low Rollers +1. They went 4 wins and 1 loss as well. They were captained by Sam Littler on Asham Eltarum. Deneath from the Normal Blokes was running Blood Angels. Then you had Jack Tinning on Dark Angels, James Heron on Necrons, and Matthew French on Tau Empire. So well done to all 3 of those teams doing well to podium at that teams tournament. Then we've got the Australian-New Zealand Team Championships for 2024. This happened in Coburg North in Victoria on the 4th and 5th of May with 10 teams of 8 players in attendance from all 7 states. There was a Merc team to replace Queensland, as they weren't in attendance. But New Zealand did also send a North Island and a South Island team as well, which is absolutely phenomenal. So in first place was Team Victoria. They went with 4 wins, 2 draws, and no losses. Captained by Dean Simbeck on World Eaters. They had Adam Camilleri on Astrum Eltarum, Boyd Morrill on Necrons, Dylan Cowan on Space Marines, Jeremy Martino on 1,000 Suns, Matt Morrisoli on Chaos Knights, Reese Cunningham on Adeptus Sororitas, and Stuart Trainer on Grey Knights. Congratulations, guys, on winning the ANZ Team Champs this year. Really, really stellar job to be able to pull it out. Second place was WA, Team WA. They went 4 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss. They were captained by Lachlan Rigg on Grey Knights, Adam Batista on 1,000 Suns, Callum German on Ashram Eltarum, Connor Ockwell on Chaos Knights, Courtney Hill on Necrons, Harrison Darge on Adeptus Custodes, Jordan Beresford on Blood Angels, and Michael Horton on Eldari. Congratulations on coming second, Team Western Australia. Really great to see that you guys are still a really, really strong state to contend with at the team champs for the country. And then in third place is Team South Australia. They went 2 wins, 2 draws, 2 losses. They were captained by Jono Bishop, who was playing Tau Empire. Adam Napier was on Necrons. Brad MC was on Ashram Eltarum. You had Josh Engelke on Grey Knights, Josh Pope on Chaos Knights, Pete Hatcliffe on Death Guard, Sam Marshall on Black Templars, and Sam Young on Adeptus Sororitas. A couple of double ups of names in that team. Guys, that would have been really confusing for your opponents, but still, well done to Team South Australia for coming in third place at this year's ANZ Team Championships. Then we have got the Team Australia May fundraiser in Coburg North, Victoria. 18th of May, 16 players were in attendance. I don't know who came first, second, third, because the TO has still got the placings hidden well after the tournament, so who knows? Then we've got the Collectors Market, Drop Bear Gaming 40k GT, and Eagleby, Queensland on the 18th and 19th of May with 26 players in attendance. First place was Dylan Hopkins on Orcs going 5-0. Then Ben Warrior from the Normal Blokes running Ashram Eltarum going 4-1. And then Josh Woods from ITA running Death Guard going 4-1 as well to round out the top podium. Death Guard have been quite popular as of late, which is really, really nice to see. Then we've got the Down Under 40k French's Forest RTT, or the Sydney RTT, that happened on May 18th up in French's Forest, New South Wales, so northern Sydney. 28 players in attendance. First place was Jordan McGregor on Adeptus Sororitas going 3-0. All 3 of these players went 3-0, by the way. Oscar Dwyer on Orcs going 3-0, and Dan Sherry coming in third going 3-0 with Grey Knights as well. Well done to each of you guys going fully undefeated on the day as well. Next up is the Hobby Hub War Master Series tournament number 19 up in Moolna, Northern Territory on the 18th of May with 8 players in attendance. First place was Chris O'Neill going 3-0. Second place was Lachlan Campbell on Salamander Space Marines going 2-1, and then Ken Brown going 2-1 with Chaos Space Marines as well. I didn't grab Chris's faction, so could be Custodes, or it could be another faction at the moment as well. Could be Grey Knights. Also, I know he has been playing Grey Knights at Uprising and a few other places, so he might have been jumping back on the Grey Knight train. So we'll see how that one goes, but have a look at that event if you want to know what Chris's faction was. Or Chris, feel free to let us know down in the comments as well. Then we've got the South Australia 40k May Neophyte RTT, happened in Fulham, South Australia on the 19th of May with 24 players attendance. Eamon Pate came in first with Tau Empire using Farside Enclaves going 3-0. Liam Murbury, apologies Liam if I mispronounced your name there, on Chaos Space Marines going 3-0 as well. And then Chris Jackson also going 3-0 with Necrons. So really strong to see there. Then we've got the South Australia 40k May Acolyte RTT as well. Happened on the same day, same location with 24 players. Pete Hatcliffe came in first place going 3-0 with Death Guard. Second place was Lee Clark on Grey Knights going 3-0, and Sam Young also going 3-0 with Eldari. Really strong to see there, and awesome work to each of you for podiuming at that tournament. Then we've got the auspicious 2K competitive in Unaba, Queensland on the 25th of May with 10 players in attendance. Tyrell Rulston came in first on Necrons. Mitch Guest came in second with Blood Angels, both going 2 wins and a draw, so they drew against each other. And then Lachlan Bakers coming in third, going 2-1 with Leagues of Votan as well. Then we've got Capital Clash, which we covered here on the ATWN on the weekend just gone. It happened over in Holt in Canberra, the ACT, on the 25th, 26th of May with 44 players in attendance after some drops. With Ewart Surley coming in first place with Space Wolves running a Wolf Jail list. Second place was Dale Marn running Eldari, and then third place was Will Wyckoff, aka Kirby, coming in third with Tau Empire going 4 wins and 1 loss. Then we've got the Tabletop Con 24 GT happening in Southport, Queensland on the weekend just gone as well, 25th, 26th of May with 24 players in attendance. Eric Lathuris took it out going 5-0 with Booty Bignall coming in second place going 4-1 with Tyranids, and then Brian Lakeland coming in third place going 4-1 as well with Drakari as well. Congratulations, gentlemen. Well done on your podiuming there. Then we have also got the Rat Trader Tournament number 23 RTT that happened in Wendouree, Victoria, 25th of May, 13 players in attendance. Jason Hall came in first with Necrons. Dylan Cowan came in second with Blood Angels going 2-1. Jason did go 3-0. And then in third place is Ben Caraba on Tyranids going 2-1 as well. Congratulations, gentlemen. Love to see it from you Victorians, putting out solid scores and getting on podiums consistently. Then we have got the Down Under 40k Beresford RTT for May happening in Beresfield, New South Wales on the 26th of May with 22 players in attendance. You have Chris Wright taking out the event on Drakari going 3-0. Jake Maven coming in at second on Imperial Lights going 3-0 as well. And then Nathan Stern coming in third place with Adeptus Custodes going 3-0 as well. Congratulations, guys. And then one of the last events we're going to be looking at is the Good Games Maitland RTT that happened on the weekend as well. Maitland, New South Wales, 25th of May with 8 players in attendance. Jonathan Scully came in first with 2 wins and a draw. Timothy Gethburner coming in second with Ultramarines with 2 wins and 1 loss. And then Guy Hubbard coming in third with Black Templars also doing 2 wins and 1 loss as well. But ladies and gentlemen, before we jump into looking at the events coming up across the country for where you could potentially be getting your ITC points, just want to thank everyone who does watch our content here on the network and, you know, supports us on YouTube by liking our videos, commenting, subscribing, all that fun stuff. Anything that's free as well is just greatly appreciated. And I also want to give a massive shout out to those people who do support us via our Twitch subscribers or our Ko-Fi supporters as well, who financially contribute to the network and what we're doing here. So really do appreciate it. If you do see the value in what we do, then feel free to support us via Ko-Fi or Twitch, where you can sub on Twitch. I think it's $8 or $9 Australian a month, and we get 50% of that. Or you can support us via Ko-Fi, where we get 95% of that, and it's from as little as $5 Australian a month, or you could do $10 Australian a month if you wish it to do so as well. But with those out of the way, ladies and gentlemen, let's look at the tournaments we've got coming up for June and July, looking at the GTs for July. So first up, we've got the Western Sydney 40k RTT happening this weekend. South Penrith, New South Wales with 30 players. It is sold out. It's being run by Pete O'Neill, which is absolutely phenomenal, and it's going to be a great tournament. Next up, we've got the Thylacine Cup GT happening in Hobart, Tasmania on the 1st and 2nd of June, which is this weekend. I'm not sure if tickets are still available, but there are 46 players out of 70 in attendance. Then we've got TerraCon 2024 happening the following weekend in Naracoorte, South Australia, 8th and 9th of June, with 120 players. They've increased their capacity this year, and it is sold out. So it's going to be an absolutely stellar tournament to see who wins that one. Typically, they've done 5 or 6 rounds, so we'll see if they decide to push to doing the extra round by bumping them up to 120 players for this this year. Then we have got the Down Under 40k June Beresford RTT happening in Beresfield, New South Wales on the 9th of June. 12 players with 10 tickets still available if you are wanting to jump on that one if you're in the area. Then we've got the Behind Enemy Lines RTT happening in Coffs Harbour, New South Wales on the 15th of June with 14 players in attendance and 16 tickets are left available. So if you are a local to Coffs Harbour, or if it's not too much of a trek to get there, make sure you head out to the Coffs Harbour guys, support their tournaments and potentially grab some ITC points there as well. Then we've got the Risky Rollers are running the Calling the Banners 40k GT in Coburg, North Victoria on the 15th and 16th of June with 29 players in attendance, which is absolutely going to be awesome. I'm not sure how many tickets they've sold as of yet, but check out the Risky Rollers Facebook page as they've been posting up about it as of late as well. Then we've got the Down Under 40k June Sydney RTT happening in Frenchs Forest, New South Wales on the 15th of June with 30 players. It is already sold out, so if you're wanting to jump on these Down Under 40k Sydney RTTs, make sure you get in early when they do the July one as well, which will be announced in the next couple of weeks, I'm sure. Then we've got the Brisbane Low Rollers, the June RTT in Annerley, Queensland on the 16th of June. There are 7 players currently attending with 23 tickets available, so if you are wanting to head into Brisbane, into Annerley and play some 40k for an RTT, still plenty of tickets available. Make sure you head over there and support the Brisbane Low Rollers and the events that they are running as well. Then we've got the ITA 40k Singles GT in Ipswich, Queensland on the 22nd and 23rd of June with 33 players in attendance with 27 tickets left. So if you're wanting to make a 2-day tournament out to Ipswich and make that drive out there, if you're in Brisbane or maybe the Gold Coast area and you head out there with some mates, still plenty of tickets available. Head over there, grab some massive ITC points from a GT, which are always great. Then there's the Hobby Hub War Master Series RTT number 20 happening in Wollongong, Northern Territory on the 22nd of June. 3 players currently signed up. There's 15 tickets left available. If you're in the area in Northern Territory, make sure you get in there, get involved with the local scene. It was great to see a Northern Territory team attend the ANZ TC this year, and I'm sure the scene is just going to slowly build up over time. So it's really awesome to see the work that Chris and some of the other local guys have been putting in as well. Next up, we've got Auspicious Northern Showdown happening on the 29th and 30th of June with a 32 player capacity. Make sure you reach out to Sinner to get in touch if you want to be involved in that tournament. Getting a ticket, playing in it should be a great tournament as well. Then the Good Games Maitland guys are running a 3-man teams tournament, 1-day teams tournament in Maitland, New South Wales on the 29th of June. 10 teams of 3 players and they're already sold out, which is absolutely phenomenal. So if you're in the area and you want to have a sticky beak of what small man teams or smaller teams events are like, to kind of get a feel of what 5-man or 8-man teams like on 2-day events, this would be a great opportunity to see how it all functions. Then you've got the Game Centre Narellan June RTT happening in Smeaton Grange, New South Wales on the 29th of June with 26 tickets available. Then we have got the Geelong 40k Town Open. This is quite a popular one down in Geelong, happening in the North Shore, Victoria, so down in Geelong area on the 6th and 7th of July. 8 players are currently signed up with 42 tickets left available. So if you're in the area and feel like jumping on a second GT after hitting up Terracon, if you're heading over, GTO is definitely one I would recommend. Then we have also got Exterminatus 9 Sausage Party, which is in Wagga Wagga, New South Wales on the 13th and 14th of July with 28 players currently signed up. There is still 72 tickets left available. So if you're wanting to travel down to Wagga, we will be streaming Exterminatus on the network, which is going to be absolutely phenomenal to support Dominy's team in the charity efforts that they do for the tournament as well. Still plenty of tickets. Make your way down there. I know it's 4.5 hours for you guys in Sydney, but I would genuinely say it's well worth it. Dom puts on a phenomenal tournament, and I'm excited to be there once again supporting his efforts. Then we've got the Dice Arcade Winter GT happening in Gymea, New South Wales on the 20th and 21st of July. 11 players currently in attendance with 59 tickets available as well. And then we've got the Winter Warfest GT happening up in Ipswich, Queensland once again on the 27th and 28th of July. 7 players already signed up with another 43 tickets available. So if you're wanting to jump onto another Queensland GT, head out to Ipswich, support the guys there, and you can get into some great competitive Warhammer 40k action as well. But ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it for the May South Pacific ITC Snapshot. I want to thank everyone for watching this video where we've been looking at how things are going in the ITC season so far. We're approximately halfway through the season, or about a third the way through. We're not too far off the midpoint, which is the start of July, for how everyone's going with their rankings and such. So it's really exciting to see the development of players that have been playing competitively, as well as getting higher scores, doing best in faction as well throughout the season, and seeing the tournament wins that players are getting up to as well. But as well, if you do want to catch any of the tournaments we do cover, or you want to catch some of the content that we do create here on the YouTube channel, once again, feel free to hit it with a like on this video if you enjoy these snapshots. Leave some comments down below if you have any support for any of the players that have been doing quite well as of late, as well as also subscribing to the channel, turning that notification bell on so you're able to be notified as to when we are releasing more content here on the network. Also, feel free to head over to Twitch and drop us a follow on the Australis TWN Twitch channel, where we do hobbying streams every week, or most weeks I should say. We do the tournament previews on Twitch alongside also tournament coverage there as well, and a whole heap of other stuff. And you get to chat with me a bit more in a live style format as well. And I just want to thank everyone who is supporting us financially once again. But ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it for the South Pacific ITC Snapshot for May. Hope you've enjoyed this one, and I'll catch you in the next video.